Hello, and thank you for stopping by to learn about the Sports Turf Irrigation Solutions we have here at Hunter Industries. My name's Greg Rosink, and I'll be your host today. I'm joined by Senior Product Managers Kelsey Jacquard and Dave Schaup, who will be discussing Sports Turf Irrigation Solutions. Without further ado, we have Kelsey Jacquard to kick off the presentation with a little history about Hunter Industries. Please help me in welcoming Kelsey Jacquard.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our webinar on sports field irrigation solutions. In this presentation, we will cover the different product options for irrigating and managing the irrigation of your sports fields. First, let me quickly introduce Hunter Industries. We are a third-generation, family-owned global company that started 40 years ago by developing the first plastic gear-driven rotor. Since then, we have expanded into other irrigation products, other landscape products, and even other industries. But we continue to develop and focus on our flagship rotor offering, including large sports turf rotors. In this presentation, we will cover those large sports turf rotors, commercial-grade valves, synthetic turf irrigation systems, and advanced control systems. Hunter's large sports turf rotors start from the introductory I-25 and move into the popular I-40 to the new I-50 and the top serviceable 1.5-inch rotor, the I-80. These rotors are designed specifically for use in large turf and sports turf applications. Safety and efficiency are the priorities, with the smallest exposed surface area in their product category. The exposed surface is topped with an extra thick rubber cover. These sprinklers have stainless steel risers for durability, and when combined with the super strong retraction spring, they ensure positive retraction for no external damage. All the rotors include several high-efficiency color-coded nozzles. The I-25 is used for both large residential, commercial, and sports field sites. It has a long radius with several pop-up models available in both plastic and stainless steel risers, all of which have a standard drain check valve up to 10 feet of elevation. The I-40 is the standard by which all sports turf rotors are measured. It too has a long radius with both 4-inch and 6-inch pop-up models. The stainless steel riser comes standard along with the drain check valve, designed to hold back up to 15 feet of elevation. This means that the retraction spring is super strong for consistent retraction in all kinds of conditions. The triple port nozzles are designed for maximum efficiency, and the opposing nozzle option has proven to be very popular among sports turf applications. The I-40's opposing nozzle feature is especially popular for parks, athletic fields, and golf courses. The full circle opposing nozzles have a range nozzle on one side for long distance and a spreader nozzle on the back side for up close and mid-range coverage. The two nozzles combined not only have superior water distribution, but also have improved wind resistance. And Hunter is the only company that has recognized the needs for such a great product feature. The opposing nozzles work well and they look beautiful. The I-25 and I-40 also share some advanced features that make installation and maintenance easier for the end user. With automatic arc return, the turret will return to the original coverage setting if turned out of place. The rotors have a non-strippable, vandal-proof backdrive to prevent damage to the internal gears when forced against the drive direction. They are also adjustable from 50 degrees to non-reversing 360 degrees for increased flexibility. The I-50 is our newest large turf rotor. Some like to describe it as our super strong diesel motor option, but I'm going to stick with talking about sprinklers. It has similar performance specifications to the I-40, but with a few key features that make it the toughest 1-inch rotor on the market. The I-50 has a very strong planetary gear drive assembly, modeled from our golf rotor design, that drives through extremely harsh water quality conditions and external contaminants. It also has below the turret arc adjustment that allows for easy arc adjustment when the sprinkler is operating. To handle dirty water, the I-50 has an extra large filter screen with double the filter area, reducing additional maintenance and cleaning. And another nice part is that it uses the same body as the 6-inch I-25 and I-40, so it's easy to retrofit into existing projects if needed. We have already seen the new I-50 power through some tough sports conditions and reclaimed water sites, and we are excited to watch it expand onto more. For a longer radius and a higher flow rate than the I-40 or I-50, choose the I-80. The I-80 has a larger 1.5-inch inlet to handle higher flows, with both fully adjustable arc and full circle opposing nozzle models are available. With the 4-inch pop-up option, this head is best used for shorter turf applications. What makes the I-80 so unique for sports turf is that it is the first total top serviceable commercial gear drive rotor. Simply remove the snap ring on the top, and the internal assembly can easily be removed for cleaning or servicing, all done without damage to the turf. All rotors really should be installed with swing joints, especially commercial rotors on high traffic and high maintenance turf with heavy equipment on them regularly. We offer a full line of pre-assembled PVC swing joints in different sizes and lay lengths. The HSJ swing joints reduce installation costs by reducing labor, and because they are pre-assembled, they minimize assembly errors in the field. Installing a head to level is a lot easier with a swing joint that allows the head to be easily raised or lowered. Throughout its life, a sprinkler head can take severe weight from heavy equipment and depress into the ground. With a swing joint, it can be re-leveled without any damage to the fittings. Moving on to our valve products, we have two main commercial valve families that we recommend to handle the pressures of sports turf irrigation: the glass-filled nylon ICV valve and the brass IBV valve. The ICV valve family is rated to 220 psi, with sizes ranging from 1-inch to 3-inch models. One big benefit to the ICV is that the bolts are captive inside the bonnet, so the bolts do not fall out during valve servicing. Not only are the body and bonnet super strong, but so is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is made from a fabric reinforced EPDM to prevent tearing, and the double beaded design creates a better seal between the body and the bonnet. The filter sentry option has a scraper attached to the diaphragm filter, moving up and down on the filter as water flows through the diaphragm, keeping the diaphragm clean and functional in dirty water conditions. The filter sentry feature is attached to the diaphragm, so this can be added later in the field if needed. One thing I also like to add is that all Hunter valves are reverse ported, which reduces the effects of pressure surges, and all Hunter valves share the same solenoid. We make one AC solenoid and one DC solenoid, and we make them both really well. This also means finding replacement parts is a lot easier. Our IBV valve is very similar to the ICV, except that it's made from brass. The IBV uses the same diaphragm as the ICV, but the filter sentry option comes standard. The bonnet and components are made from either brass or stainless steel for added durability. And again, the IBV uses the same solenoid as the ICV along with the Hunter valve. For irrigating synthetic turf fields, Hunter offers a complete system that blends in with the sidelines and allows accessibility for servicing without disturbing the field. These complete systems are designed to simplify specification and usability. But the first question we always get when we're talking about irrigating synthetic turf is, why do we even need to? Well, it's recommended to install an irrigation system for cooling and cleaning synthetic turf. Temperatures on a field can hit up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, creating a safety hazard for the players. And with many of the new infill materials, hydration is important to keeping the field temperature down. Also, cleaning is super important, as dust, sweat, and blood can all end up on the field, and an irrigation system allows for automated flushing and cleaning. The goal of irrigating synthetic turf is to wash down all areas of the field, ideally from the sidelines, to avoid disturbing the playing surface. You also want total accessibility to the irrigation equipment without cutting into the carpet. This requires large, long-range rotary-type sprinklers that throw about 140 to 160 feet, and preferably an easy access point to all the irrigation components. Hunter ST systems provide an integrated vault kit designed specifically for synthetic turf applications. The long-range Hunter ST system is now called the ST1600 kit. This kit includes a top serviceable vault with openings for the rotor, access to the on-off automatic selector switch, and access to a quick coupler for spot washing. The long-range gear-driven rotor has a throw radius of up to 165 feet. The components include 3-inch galvanized iron fittings with Victaulic connections, a 3-inch metal low-pressure loss valve, and a flexible stainless steel inlet hose to help maneuver during installation. And all of these components fit within this vault system. The ST1600 kit can be specified as a complete kit, but for ordering, the individual components do need to be listed. As we reintroduce our new Hunter ST systems, we will work to make sure this is clear. Several kit options have now been consolidated into this one more popular option, but the system can be customized to fit any unique needs as well. This is how the assembled rotor and manifold assembly look without the vault. It's easier to see the rotor, the rubber cover for the infill barrier, the bracket to brace the rotor inside the vault, the control valve, the isolation valve, the inlet hose, and the point of connection for the quick coupler and drain. To the right is that same assembly installed in a vault at Auburn University before field construction. And this is the ST1600 system in action on a sports field in Barcelona, Spain. The ST rotors have been installed successfully on projects all around the world, and we continue to see these systems grow. It's also fun to show the different infill used on the fields and how they blend in nicely with the ST system. This is a typical example of infill turf on the vault and in the ST infill barrier system installed on the rotor itself. The infill barrier system can be trimmed to work with shorter materials as well, like this non-infill hockey turf, as well as synthetic track material. And finally, we do offer a bare simulated concrete option for when the system is installed outside the turf area. For more questions on our large turf rotors, valves, or synthetic turf systems, please feel free to contact me or your Hunter representative for assistance. We have free resources available to support your sports field irrigation systems, and we are happy to help. So now Dave Schaup is going to talk about our commercial control systems for sports field applications.
Thanks, Kelsey. That was awesome. So this is Dave Schaup on the controller and electronics side, and our job is to pretty much turn Kelsey's marvelous sprinklers on and off for you and provide other tools for sports turf management. One of our latest endeavors has been the Centralus commercial control system combined with the ACC2 controller as well as our ICC2 controller. This is a true web-based control application with full control over irrigation schedules, monitoring, weather adjustment, etc. Very crisp, clean look and ideal for both on-site and remote control applications. But it's really centered around the ACC2 controller. That's our flagship powerhouse controller. It can be either two-wire decoder wiring or conventional wiring from 54 stations up to 225 stations in two-wire configurations with a reversible face pack for both service and security purposes. It has programmable response options so that it can interact with sensors in the field. Many customizable programming options with up to 32 automatic programs to manage your irrigation based on your needs and capacity. It has virtually unlimited power to to operate stations, manage flow, and monitor the system. And to go with that, we have now polished the web-based control for these Hunter controllers. With the Centralus web-based application, you have full control over water days, start times, run times, program rules from either a mobile device or a desktop. And communications can be established via cell phone, Wi-Fi, or LAN or Ethernet type connections. It will also text message managers and superintendents when alarms are detected in the field. So great feature for peace of mind because it's always on watch. It will text you when a problem is detected. The economical option or alternative to the ACC2 is the ICC2 controller, which has a backlit display for 24/7 operations. This will go up to 38 stations in plastic, 54 stations in metal with conventional wiring, or 54 station in either configuration with the 2-wire EZDS 2-wire decoder system. It offers up to 4 automatic programs, any 2 of which can run at the same time, with 8 start times per program, and is also completely Centralus online compatible. The EZ Decoder system itself has been a revolutionary breakthrough in 2-wire control technology because it is simple and affordable and very forgiving of installations or what might occur after installations. It uses simple plug-in modules to the existing ICC2 controller, will operate up to 54 total stations plus the pump master valve output, and also permits hybrid operation of both conventional and decoder outputs. So if the system started out one way and we care to build out with 2-wire for flexibility, it can operate both types of outputs at once. With the EZ Decoder system, you kind of forget what you might know about traditional decoders because it works on traditional 24-volt outputs. No special accessories, no special wire, good for up to 3,000 feet or 1 kilometer per 2-wire path, depending on wire gauge. It doesn't require special connectors, and it doesn't require surge arresters, although they can be added in highlighting areas. We also offer the Hydrawise web-based control application, which is designed around a new family of controllers that are touchscreen-based. Hydrawise can save time and labor on any given installation. They're guaranteed to save water with real-time web-based climate monitoring. They protect and monitor the landscape and can monitor flow as well as other sensors, and can be managed from anywhere, again, either by mobile device or by desktop applications. It has its own family of controllers with touch screens, but the chassis of the HCC controller is almost identical to the ICC2 controller, but works with the Hydrawise system. So again, flexible modular design for 8 to 54 stations, compatible with the EZ Decoder system outputs, also capable of running any 2 stations simultaneously, plus a pump master valve, 2 simultaneous sensor inputs for use with both a rain shutoff device and an HC flow meter to monitor water usage on the property. Built-in milliamp sensor detects wire faults, fully compatible with our Roam and Roam XL license-free wireless remote controls, and backward compatible to existing ICC and ICC2 controllers. Hydrawise has also added a new wireless flow sensor option, which is a great way to retrofit flow monitoring and flow alarm monitoring to an existing system that may not have had a flow sensor in the first place. It is compatible with virtually all the Hydrawise controllers, and it has up to 500 feet, 150 meter line of sight range, license free, from the transmitter, wherever the flow sensor is, to the receiver back at the controller location. So it allows easy retrofit without cutting, patching, and trenching to add flow monitoring to an existing installation. Additionally, we also offer the Roam XL remote control. So this popular remote control has up to 2-mile line of sight range, and this works in conjunction with our controllers and the online control. If you think about it, it gives you an awful lot of flexibility because you can use your mobile device, perhaps for a manager or a superintendent, for remote control from his smartphone, or crew members can use the Roam XL remote control to turn stations on and off in the field as required. It'll support up to 240 stations with programmable run times up to 90 minutes, no license required, and we've now added an antenna extension kit, which is very popular in sports turf. Because of the nature of stadiums, it's often necessary to extend the coverage of the controller, and this is a pre-packaged kit that allows you to elevate the antenna and improve coverage in stadium-type situations. 3-year warranty. That's it for today. Back to you, Greg.
Thanks, Kelsey and Dave.